coming to you live to tape, but now in the 21st century, it's live to hard drive. The Revolution Fantasy Football Edition coming to you live to finish off. Well, I mean, I guess to finish off Week 14, the second to last, the penultimate week, if you will. But here we go. Let's just remind everyone that we are listening to Studio Pete Instrumentals. Make sure you get it on Spotify. It's good. All right, here we go. Starting off with the Week 14 scores. Starting off with a low-scoring but victorious, still in second place. Oh, you know where you can find the clitoris? On the winning circle. On the winner circle, 72 to 52. The score can be as low as you want, but hey, as long as it's higher than the other guy. Sorry to the trolls who only put up 52. I mean, 14, 12, 7. I would like to say that they're respectable numbers, but they're not. And I don't know what happened. But Clitoris won, 72-52. Still in second place.
Was an off week for sure. All right. Playing spoiler once again, Dayman taking out the Cholula Hufflepuffs.
Where was this output before?
I know, right? Son of a bitch. 127, 114. I mean, Kirk Cousins, Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen showed up. Jefferson, beast always, 33 points. Didn't help. It contributed, didn't help. No way.
Hey, but just, damn, look at that. Just 5 wins. Ain't that with like, what, 3, 4 in a row? 3 in a row?
Yeah. I think that's 4 in a row. Yeah,
4 in a row. Jeez. Also, jeez. Talk about a low-scoring affair. We got the 11th and 10th team, 62 and 37. That's just, you know what? 62 is higher than 37. Go San Jose.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Let's just, you know what? Nothing to see here. Moving on. Tony Pollard is good.
That's right. Well, here we go. Continuing their winning ways, staying in first place. The South Hayward Alfredo Pollos taking on the Cantu Cuts, scoring more than half the points, 121 to 60. Even with Jalen Hurts showing up, it wasn't enough to help him out. Because of that trade, Jamar Chase.
I know. It's paid dividends. Like Good 8 luck. Weeks later. 8 weeks later, we'll see where it goes.
Hell yeah.
Man, and just on the outside looking in, getting that win that they desperately need to stay alive and in the hunt. The Merced Vipers. I mean, it was worse than it was worse than stealing. It was an outright thievery.
Right.
Pretended the win was candy. And Reservoir Dogs was a baby. Just ripped it away. Anyway, 112 to 67.
In the game of the week, the San Francisco Boom staying in third place, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Taking out the Cucamonga Crack Killers, 133-118. I mean, Shabooms are showing who they are, man. They are exactly who we thought they were.
They're exactly who we thought they were. They're exactly who we said they were on draft day. And we are here. That's where we find ourselves. We also find ourselves in the realm of the honey buns and crumb bums, because it is that time to see who did well and who did not. First up is the Week 14 honey buns. My pick, as you may have seen it already, probably in one of these little lines already, Evan Engram. Out of nowhere, 11 receptions, 162 yards, 2 touchdowns, 41 points. Beast.
Speaking of a beast, this guy. At 11 receptions, 223 yards for 33 points. No touchdowns because one of them went to Adam Thielen today.
Hey,
But he was my honey bun. That's right. He's a honey bun for this week, and he's my choice.
dag nabbit.
Justin Jefferson.
And then there's the crumb bums, because some of them just aren't that good. And this was a personal one for me, and it might happen again later in here. But regardless, Ryan Suckup, who had to make a PAT just to get to 0 with the missed field goal. Way off. He missed while I was getting a snack, so I feel like I jinxed him. But hey, that's what happens. Anyway, Ryan Suckup, 0 points. 0 for 1. 1, 0.
0. Oh, yeah, this guy. That's okay. Every time, well, not every time. Seems like every time for the past 4 weeks that my tight ends haven't scored, I've been winning. So, I mean, what do you expect when they're playing against? Who are they playing against? Arizona. There you go. Playing against Arizona. I thought he was going to be cool, but nah. It's all right.
I mean, he's been good in the past. Many times.
0 receptions, 0 points. So, hey.
That's what happens. That's what happens. Right. And this is what happens when you make choices like that. Someone inevitably does this kind of stuff. And for the rest of our dogs, it was a new guy on the bench who's no longer on the bench. Brock Purdy, 185 yards. 3 touchdowns, total touchdowns, 22 points. Reservoir Dogs, all over that bench.
Come on, Flying Graysons. Christian McCaffrey, how you going to leave him on your bench? 163 yards, 2 total touchdowns, 30 points.
Just left it on the bench. Left on the bench. And everyone, hey, also pay attention. Everyone's questionable for Thursday.
That's right.
Everyone's questionable. And sometimes there's other fools that do absolutely nothing. And even if you pick them up, they might do absolutely, well, they do something, but now that you pick them up, they'll do nothing. Right. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes that's how it goes. My show is as good as Marquise Goodwin, who's been on this list once before, which tells you just that every other time he's done absolutely nothing except one random other time. So that's why he gets to be on this list, because he helps absolutely no fucking body. Because you know what? He shouldn't be rostered. I mean, I don't hate him or nothing. Just hey. You know what? Anyway, 5 receptions, 95 yards, touchdown, 20 points. Marquise Goodwin. Will he do it again? Probably not. But I mean, he did it 2 times in 15 weeks. So there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
He's good. Yeah, he's good for the season.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know. Play the numbers, people.
Yeah, don't expect much from this guy either. He's playing against the Broncos. Okay, 22 yards, 117 reception yards, 2 touchdowns, 34 points. I mean, is he a dual threat? Maybe. But he was playing against the Broncos. So,
yeah.
Anybody's a dual threat against the Broncos.
I know. Because you know what? It's almost like Russell Wilson is playing defense.
Yeah.
Anyway. The Walmart defense.
That's right.
All right. Quick game show. All right. Big Daddy is drowsy, but does he know?
Yeah.
Question number 1. His favorite quarterback of all time, Jamarcus Russell, went first overall in the 2007 draft. But Big Daddy, who was the second pick overall? Was it A, Adrian Peterson, B, Ryan Leaf, C, Calvin Johnson, D, Joe Thomas?
Calvin Johnson?
And the answer, in fact, is C. Calvin Johnson was selected second overall by the Detroit Lions. The best pick that they ever made in their entire life. God. Anyway, Joe Thomas was picked number 3rd. Adrian Thomas was 7th. Patrick Willis 11th. Marshawn Lynch 12th. Darrell Reeves 14th. And the other guys were drafted in other drafts. Moving on, question number 2. In 2013, which quarterback broke a record after throwing a pick 6 in 4 straight games? Here you go. A, Matt Schaub. B, Christian Ponder. C. Sam Bradford. D. Carson Palmer.
Sam Bradford.
Close. It was the one guy that played for the Raiders, and you already know. Matt Schaub. 4 straight games, 2013, pick 6. Yikes.
Used to be good.
I know. I used to play him in fantasy because he used to like throw a lot. So, he used to take the -2 points for the interceptions, but he throw for a lot. 2007. Which kicker broke the record for the most field goals in a single game? With that being 8. A. Rob Baronas. B. My favorite kicker of all time, Jose Cortez. C. Joe Nedney. Or D. Sebastian Janikowski.
Just want to say Rob Baronis. That sounds like just a cool name.
Man. Gosh darn right. Big Daddy's 2 for 3. Here we go. Rob Baronas of the Tennessee Titans, who kicked 8 field goals during a game against the Houston Texans in 2007. 52, 25, 21, 30, 28, 43, 39, and 29.
Man,
Wow.
that would have been a nice scoring on that day. On fantasy, at least.
Oh, yeah. 5, 8,
Wow.
11,
It's crazy.
14, 17,
8 field.
21. Wow, 24. 27. Jeez. Anyway, we're going to quickly go over the rankings because they are nice, swift, and fast. Right there in the top 4. We have the South Dakota Further Poils and Clitoris at 11 wins, 3 losses. 100% automatically in the playoffs. With seeding up for grabs for the Shabooms and the Krakakillas with the Merced Bippers and the Stacking Trolls, Chula Vista, Coven Pubs, Reservoir Dogs having just the tiniest sliver. The tiniest sliver. Shabooms and Krakakillas lose. There might be some tiebreakers in there in the mix, but that's what we're looking at right now. Here we go. Thursday Night Football. Week 15. We have the San Francisco 49ers on the road, who are favored by 3.5 against the Seattle Seahawks. And this is a game where they can clinch the West. And then after that, worry about nothing but seeding. Hopefully they can get that second seed with the over-under on this being 43.5. I mean, there's a lot of points to be had here. And I think that maybe this won't be a bad game. I think that the 49ers are going to keep on humming. I think Purdy's going to be good for good for 3, and McCaffrey's good for at least 1 on the ground, and one of those other ones being on the air. I think Seattle is going to also be just fine. I think that they'll just have a little bit of hard time on offense, and I think they'll put up 17, but I think it's going to be, how can I... This makes a convincing 17, if that makes sense. It's going to be a convincing 17, but I think they will still be outclassed. And I think the Niners will take the West on the road and will be in Santa's land. San Landro, bring a toy.
That's right. Oh yeah, I think it'll be definitely over 43.5. And I think it'll be a little bit high scoring because Geno Smith, man, he can turn it on when he wants to turn it on. I tell you.
Yeah. Too bad I couldn't do it as a Jet when I drafted him.
The defense for the Niners is somewhat healthy. They got Bosa back. But the defense for the Seahawks is not what it used to be. So I think it's atrocious. So I think the Niners are going to score all over the Seahawks. And I think Purdy's going to have another monster game like he did against Tampa Bay.
I think it's going to be a good game.
I go 30 to San Francisco, 25 to Seattle.
Here we go. That's right. And that is the Week 14 review of the season 2022. Right here at the Ruben Yanez Fantasy Football League. We'll see you next week for the last review of the season, and we will look at the playoff bracket as it is finalized at that time. See you then.
Oh yeah.